will turn my volume up. I will turn y'all's volume up before Tommy starts talking any more about his homebrew race.
Quit you!
And
I'm not saying that's me.
Greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the Planar Crossroads, and welcome back to episode 9. I changed it before we got on here. So, I am on top of things, Egor.
Truly, your editorial powers are mighty. Like muscle.
All right. So, first off, our disclaimer, as we do every time. This is an adult podcast that sometimes features adults that use adult language. You have been warned.
Thank you, Butter. I have to practice my Skoros a little bit, so I'll just do it there. Bam.
Bam. All right. Let me see. Our current session is, like we said, session 9. We're going to pick back up right where we left off. We have a giveaway for April, and it is a... where'd it go? Fiddlesticks again. I didn't grab it. Okay, I didn't grab it this time. But it is the Rick and Morty Splat Book for 5e. So, if you want to get a chance to win that, you need to be a subscriber or a subscribe star or a patron on Patreon. So, there's that way to enter that. Because all of the content you see here on the Planar Crossroads is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Next giveaway is probably going to happen at 500 because it's the big 500. So it should be fun. We will probably do more than one type of giveaway for it. So there you go. And Misadventures of the Southern Colony is still Misadventures Continued, is going with Caesar the Changeling. So, there you go. I think that's all of the announcements that we need to make. Is there anything from you, Tommy?
I gotta go ruin a friendship real quick.
All right. So, let's get into it. When last we left our heroes, Boldrago and Willem and the stone giant, whose name is Terractinus. Bob.
Soon to be dead.
Soon, yeah. They all brought back the corpse of the dragon. And this dragon's corpse was currently being bartered for by Kellery and Runemane. The giant does not apparently like dwarves at all, and refused to deal with Runemane, but was willing to work with Kellery for something that he wanted. Which he
weird,
said,
Adam. It's almost like Bob might have a hatred for dwarves.
Yeah,
weird.
It's like almost like they're
kind of
really
racially
likes,
motivated trait.
Some sort of ancestral enmity, maybe?
Who would hate dwarves? They're tiny and they're funny and they sing cute songs. And I have been corrected. That is gnomes.
No dwarves have hatred against giants, though. So.
Hey, well, the T-shirt I would wear used to say, dwarves. They're so much better than halflings because they make better step stools and you not so cute you get attached to them.
You still take that, Egor? Egor is pretty cute. I'm pretty attached to him.
I'm about to
That's the point. You would get attached to the cute Egor. Dwarves are not cute, so they work as better step stools because they're hardier and easier to step on. And they're a little taller, so you can get higher up.
I suppose that depends on what type of dwarf you're talking about.
Considering that an oversized goblin, because
they're not folklore dwarves. But all that aside, it's almost like he's got like it's his favorite thing to hunt this particular type of enemy. Boom, boom.
Lies and slander.
So he didn't like that, and Egor went back to get Skoros and bring him. Boldrago's been kind of there, watching it all unfold. Probably,
he's just smiling, he's floating there, waiting for the mayor.
All right. So as this was all going on, Willem had turned to Runemane and said in Dwarf, which they assumed that the dragon, that the giant did not hear or understand.
I assume nothing.
About this whole thing about what are we gonna, we're gonna kill him after the domination is done, right? And he had looked at them and said, "What domination?" And then looked back at Boldrago and was getting a save. So that's where we're starting off, with a save. So he's going to roll, and let me see, he's currently dominated.
Thanks, Willton.
You're welcome.
19, effectively.
Hurry this whole process up.
Okay, so DC 19.
Boldrago's just stone facing back at him, just...
Ooh, an 18 on the dice. You see,
here comes the little missile. Here he comes.
Slightly taller but skinnier. Just jamming the pasta open. There's some Marshall Flex at the bottom of the pasta, carrying ale, and just.
I just, you know, the DM said, "Oh, this is mostly going to be RP coming up in the next few sessions."
Badoom.
And ruin that.
It was RP until it turned.
When RP
I regret
turns
nothing.
To none.
This is amazing.
Hey, Kellery, you want to just like tap the trigger on that ballista you're standing next to?
Just.
I'm surprised that it got this far, to be honest. I would have thought that something would have triggered another save far sooner.
Well, he really hates dwarves, so even if he'd have been, he was really close to having a save. All right, so that means I got to move people around. Get rid of these ones.
Say something, Jason?
No, negative. Sorry.
All right, I'm going to size you guys down a little bit. You guys are up here. Hold on. And let's move in here, because you guys done got him roused up. So, where we
what
went...
What state is the ballista in? Is it complete?
You have one complete. So,
yes.
It may be...
All we need now that you have the 7 to 1 and not 7 to 12. One ballista will suffice.
So, I mean, you guys definitely have... We're going to put this dead dragon on the board. Token layer. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer to grab that dude. Okay. Size him down some. His carcass is right there. Now I gotta find the Takarnas. Oh, let me go ahead and get you guys the turn order up so you can start getting your orders in. Because...
Yeah, take a look. Pizza, side of dragon. Sorry, I had to. I'm the worst.
There we go.
Okay.
Most of my character sheet's not in there, but there's just enough for me to roll initiative.
So proud of you, Kane.
I don't like the roll 20 sheet.
Oh, right. This is where I remember I haven't actually changed. Oh. Come
on.
Yet again, Wilton's messing up.
Bum, bum, bum.
I am just screw up.
No one likes Wilton.
Everybody hates. Everybody hates Mac.
Wicked.
Everybody hates.
Oh goodness! Never more than a. Never more than a what? 10?
10. Okay. I
mean, that's still better than me last combat.
You just wait. You give him time. You let that man, like, we get to go fight that man with the green coat and the glaive, and Wilton's going to walk him and just go, pow! And then it's over. Arrow,
he's going to crit.
One round.
Crit and get a... we will have, for some reason, gone back to the auto crit thing, auto decap thing, and he'll just decap him right there.
Yes, please give us back those. Actually, they're kind of more fair now that only one person in the party is a crit fisher. Not necessarily saying I want to go back, but I am putting it out there.
That does bring up a question of how would one decapitate with an arrow, but sure.
Flashing arrows. You just get something that's like a half moon shape, right? Or not a half moon, like a crescent moon.
Didn't you see Princess Mononoke?
A digging arrow, a frogging arrow, I should say.
Yeah, exactly. And you just...
That sounds like it would be impractical as heck to hit.
I'm pretty sure it's in Elves of Galarian, though. I'm about 90% sure.
Okay, then. Apparently I need to go read more supplements.
There are a lot of tech arrows in this game.
Just out of curiosity, who are you calling the crit fisher?
You! The one with the keen rapier, who will probably never use it in combat, because he is the alchemist. But, like, Egor and Skoros are the dedicated marshals with a great axe and lefty and righty. So, like, I'll probably have a 19 to 20 fist at some point. I will never have a 15 to 20 fist. Unless Adam is a generous GM.
I refuse to be generous. I must be evil.
By the way,
but I'm bad at it.
Tommy?
Is it?
Are you wearing hand wraps?
I could be. I'm not right now.
They put those in the martial artist handbook. They're a way to make your hands enchantable weapons, so you don't have to wear an amulet of mighty fists.
Oh, okay. I bet that's
like the ones in FFD20.
Are the ones in
2E.
Yeah, dang. Good call, Kane. I will talk to Runemane when we get some downtime, and I will sell this real expensive piece of bling and trade it out for some cloth.
Yeah, I can make that.
Yeah, you can. It's much easier than an amulet.
I mean, you could
fist.
make
and now I don't have to have an amulet
those
of mighty
wraps.
fist.
Those hand wraps, I mean, they could be made out of lots of different types of material. Dragonhide.
Dragon brother.
I will say I'm really hoping that Adam will be the GM that lets us actually do something with Dragonhide other than like this automatically makes you a suit of masterwork, some kind of armor. Red dragons will be mad if they see it. Are you a druid? You may wear this as plate mail. That's basically all you have. I'm really hoping we get more toys than that.
Probably.
I wish I was the druid.
It depends how creative you are.
I mean, Jason is in this call. I don't need to be creative. I just need to step back.
I got this. Jason.
No. I know that man. That man is scary.
All right.
Now, to be fair, it always helps to have as many options as possible.
Let me call Tiki real quick.
So, everybody got their initiative in?
Yeah, I rolled it.
Yes.
Yep.
16.
Okie dokie. So, that means combat will start now. And Brasut, you see that the sheen of his eyes goes away, and they kind of refocus, and you see him look at Boldrago with absolute hate, and look and kind of side-eye you, and then look at Boldrago, and he is not happy.
His smile just disappears.
It's also worth noting, speaking of that smile disappearing, if you zoom out the map of Roll20 where our tokens are, to where you just see Boldrago and those two little white eyes on the black body just staring up at you, it's a little disconcerting. I just wanted to put it out there.
That is kind of the idea.
How far away are Skoros and Egor from the wall?
That's probably like 50, 60 feet.
Yeah, nice.
Just making sure.
That means Kane and I don't have to spend the whole combat making the run action balancing ales and spaghettis.
You know, I can do that in a single charge.
Nice!
The gate
is the giant on our side of the wall?
Nope.
No.
He is, and it's currently closed.
So Egor's got to kill the gate first, and then we'll be fine.
That's
kind of what we were trying to avoid.
They will run bodily through the wall.
Well, first, Runemane has to decide what he's going to do.
Is Runemane first?
Yes.
I only got an 11.
Then why does it say 26 in your Dilly Bopper?
Where does it say 26?
I don't see that either.
Yeah, you have.
It says it on the in-game thing.
Fight.
In Roll20.
I see a 28 from Jason's first.
There's only me and Kane on the turn order right now.
Yeah, like Mahogany 4 + 7, 11.
Tommy Gaddy 11 plus 7, 18.
Okay, so I'll just do it in here so we don't have to redo the whole thing again. All right.
Kellery's at 16.
Kellery 16.
Oh, the 20 was a different check. Yeah, that's right.
Boldrago was a 16. Who has the higher dex mod? Boldrago
plus 3.
Nothing.
Okay. So we'll put a 17 on Kellery. That's a 10. That is... Kane's is already in there at a 19.
Yes, sir.
Mahogany.
Nice.
Mahogany.
And then 8.
It's made out of a very sturdy material. Mahogany.
Also a very good sounding material.
Stop removing me.
No, you're
it's
done.
on there.
Man, fail.
Leave
We have
it.
to kill all by ourselves.
Stop rolling your initiative.
No, I want to be in the turn order.
I see you in the turn order.
No, it's the wrong one. You need to clear out the turn order after every combat.
I forget. Okay, I think everybody's in there.
No,
Descending.
it's only me, Kane, and the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I see them. I see them in
Yeah, you can see them, but we can't.
there. Okay, so it goes Kane, then Kellery, then Boldrago, then the Giant, then Brasut, then Brasut, then Willton. Okay, Kane. That means that Egor is first.
Do I know what's happening?
Nope. You see a giant over there, and he's got a big thing on his. Make me a perception check, because he is kind of tall enough to kind of just see.
14.
He's over there. He's got his face kind of turned away from you. Looks like a dragon. It didn't look good in the first place. Kind of looks the same. So, you see him over there.
What are you guys doing with the giant? And I'll just move my normal speed. I guess I'll kind of pull away from Skoros because my normal walking speed is significantly faster than his, despite being half your height.
But he's got like this buff dude walk because he's got his thighs touch if he doesn't walk a certain way. So he's
Egor is the opposite of thigh gap.
Yes. I slap.
You.
He'll get up to the wall and climb it. That'll be my turn, I guess.
Okie dokie. We'll put you over here. Ba-dum. On the wall. You can do that.
Not in a hurry.
So as you get up there and not in a hurry, you're like, he doesn't look as friendly as he did before.
What did you do? You have argument? You look upset.
And he
I mean, not as upset as when we first found him, but upset.
All right. And he doesn't even respond to you. He just kind of he's staring daggers at Boldrago at the moment. All right. Kellery?
No, not Kellery. Is Skoros.
Skoros?
Okay.
Oh, that's who I was missing.
Indeed.
Add turn.
Thank you. I will jam me in there. I promise I'm not just immediately trying to undercut Jason, but I did roll 18.
Descending.
How to walk faster.
Yeah. So I was in the bathroom. I'm sorry. We have no idea what's going on with the giant and the giant breaking the compulsion.
Right. At this moment, you guys went first. Nothing has changed yet. But
okay.
He already went up there. He took the pasta with him.
Okay, but I see the giant
under one arm.
So
we are able to see the giant.
You are able to see the giant.
Okay, fair enough. So what I'm going to do is, if the pasta's gone, Skoros is going to take one ale in this hand, one ale in that hand. No, I'm not. I was going to say I'm going to pass him off to my falcon, but then the falcon is holding the cup like this, and that would be bad. Well, do you think she is intelligent enough to hold my beers and not spill them, Adam?
I think she's intelligent enough to. I don't know that she has the anatomy to do so.
So, like, the beak on one and both talons on the top?
I don't think you can fly like that.
That sounds incredibly painful.
It does sound painful. It also makes me real happy we got them muleback cores. Well, in any case, we don't got to spend 20 minutes figuring out bird anatomy. Skoros is just going to, as I guess mechanically, I double move to go 60 feet, however far that puts me. And as we're walking up, just, Willton! And, like, hold up both ales and try to look as congenial as possible.
We are still best friends, please!
Please, we are friends. I keep going into, because Skoros' voice and Egor's voice are really similar accidentally. They keep slipping real hard. But yeah, that's the idea. And
Be
I guess,
my
like,
friend, I love you.
Once I get within sight of the giant, do you think it's fair to roll a sense motive check at him?
You can.
So that's plus that. I have my dice out, but I feel like this is the kind of roll that I want to make sure the RNG sees. 18 all told.
He is clearly not very happy with Boldrago. In fact, he looks aggressive now.
Okay, so then I guess like Skoros is coming up like, Willton! And then look, sea giant, and all pretense of, like, if it's obviously something bad's going to go down, I'm just going to drop both of the mugs. And, like, I don't have any...
Okay.
I don't have style feats, but, like, go into the stance, right? You know what I mean?
What are those mugs made out of, Adam?
Glass.
Oh, she's good. Dragon Lady is going to yell at us.
Dragon Lady will be happy when the town is safe.
She's still going to yell at us.
Probably.
As they drop, it is as if the battle was waiting on that. And Kellery.
Okay, I have first question. Have I had time to re-up on my potion, on my extracts?
No, y'all been busy. Because as far as you guys knew, there was still a possibility of a raid coming.
Okay. So the next question is, did anybody use shield? Because I'm sorry.
Did.
Egor did? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that basically means I'm down to a very few things. So as a move action, I will use my studied combat feat. In doing so, I get 1/2 of my investigator level as an insight bonus on melee, on attack rolls, and bonus on damage rolls. And I will study Mr. Giant, and I will drink my mutagen, which is dexterity.
Okay. What do you lose for your dexterity?
Okay, I get a +2 natural armor, +4 to dexterity, -2 to wisdom.
Okay. So Kellery looks hyped.
And I will hold any other action to see if he moves towards me.
Okay. Boldrago, your buddy isn't your buddy anymore.
Yeah. Life is just full of disappointment. If you can appreciate me for what I am, I suppose you should leave. He's going to cast fear on him. So he needs to make a will save DC 20.
Okay. Okay. So, you see him raise up to come at you, and all of a sudden he drops the dragon and is like, "Ooh," and he has to just get away from you, right?
Yeah, he's panicked if he failed.
Okay.
So I'm
the panicked
very, very
creature
scary,
begins
so...
cowering. Okay.
Only if cornered.
Only if
Yeah.
cornered.
And as
But
he
he has
road.
room to run away.
Okay. So he basically freaks out. You see Boldrago say that, and you see the giant just get this terror-stricken sight in his eyes, and he drops the dragon and just starts hoofing it away from Sandpoint.
And here we see a prime example, once again, of the Rise of the Runelords party. Also, he couldn't move yet unless this is initiative count. But
it's his next.
Yeah, he just went. Yeah. But what I was going to say is another prime example of the Rise of the Runelords team letting the boss monsters run away. This time it's just the strategy.
Yeah.
Hey, he might run back after the effect has gone on.
Yeah, he's running full tilt through the woods for the next minute.
Yep.
So he let me see how fast he is. Okay.
40, wasn't it?
He's not 40 actually. He's only 30. Because
he didn't take that barbarian level. Or he's in medium armor.
So
he's got those extra pounds, you know.
He's had too much spaghetti.
So that's about 30.
Egor knows all about too much spaghetti.
And that's about 30.
Skoros agrees.
So that's that. And that's what he does. He double moves away. Like go. He's leaving. Brasut.
Don't let him escape.
What do you want to do, Brasut?
Pass to the archer and see if the archer can take care of this one for us.
Well,
Bam!
I mean, rather than just pass, I could also just haste him.
Mm-hmm.
Just cast down a haste on everyone in my immediate area.
I thought you meant the giant for a second. We were about to have words.
He's too far away. He's too far away.
I'm the one. Be free.
But no. I don't see the reason to do much else. Let's just
Haste the squad.
As the GM,
move
just
is
sitting
central
here
to our group.
waiting, trying to be helpful. There was one ballista that's operational.
Yeah.
Which no one is proficient in the use of, so we're all taking a -4 on, unless somebody has siege engine proficiency. Skoros could tomorrow.
I forget about that. All right, you guys do what you do.
I will move as central to us as possible, and then cast haste on everyone.
Okay. How big is it?
Let me double check.
Ballista don't hit. Do they hit touch AC?
I do not believe so. I think cannons hit touch AC within first increment, catapults in the target square, and ballistas are like a giant crossbow, basically.
Everyone has to be within 30 feet.
Everyone is within 30 feet.
Then we're all hasted. Because there's fewer than 10 of us.
Everybody's hasted, thanks to Brasut.
Companions and all.
Companions and all. The monkey
Thanks
is
to
hyper.
our full caster.
He's so excited. The monkey's so excited. He usually, the Zhao is so excited. He usually doesn't get to participate in this type of stuff. All right.
And he still won't because I'm not letting him fly after a giant.
But Dad...
Be funny. No, it wouldn't. Please don't get your familiar killed.
Don't squish.
Do not squish my chest, partner. I will kill you.
All right. But nice and simple. It's like, yeah, no, I'll help, but everyone else do the actual work. Here you go.
Okay. So that happens. Everybody has haste now. And that means that, Egor, you feel fast.
What about Willton?
Oh, Willton, yes. I must have already hit him. Willton.
I mean, I exist, I guess.
We can't forget Willton.
Wilton. Wilton.
I believe in you.
How Alex would say it.
So, how far out is the giant?
He is
Willton.
60 feet right now. He's He's, you're getting that good run on. He starts to double move. Next round, he's going to get really triple move.
Right, because I know my I know the orc horn bow acts as a composite longbow of just any type.
80 feet.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's composite longbows have a range increment of 110 feet.
Right, but an orc hornbow has a range increment of 80 feet. That's the trade-off between the increased damage dice.
Yeah, but I thought it would. I thought I got a +10 for every additional +1 I had on my strength.
No, that's just your +1 damage.
Okay.
Orc hornbows are treated as composite bows without the need to spend the extra gold.
Okay, fair enough. Well then, in that mind's sake, so he's still within my range. That's good. Do I want to try it again?
Yes, you do.
I mean,
yes,
you
you
got
do.
something better to do.
You have +1 to hit, and
Taser arrow, Magus, get you some.
All right.
when you get an extra attack and a full attack.
I'm just gonna. So if I take a swift action, does that stop me from taking a full round action?
No.
It does not.
Okay, so let me just check how many points I have left in my pool. I got 4. Okay. And I can have up to a maximum of +3. I'm gonna drop 3 of my remaining 4 points in my arcane pool onto my horn bow, make it a +4 overall. Hasted. I have rapid shot.
Mm-hmm.
Do I even want to waste a spell, or do I just want to pelt him with a dozen arrows?
I would.
Or
if you spell strike, you can't rapid shot because you need to spend a standard action to cast.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, do you want 2 attacks that will do less damage than 1 big attack, but not use a spell slot?
I'm just gonna try and hit him with the intensified shocking grasp, which is once again still a first level spell because magical lineage on Magus is mean at higher levels.
All right, let's see it.
So that's
now's the time.
Yeah.
Call
So
down the
that's
lightning.
+7, +4 from Dex, +1 from Haste, +4 from Enchantment. Missing anything else?
+1 from haste.
I got Haste in there.
Okay.
+1 from Haste, +4 from my bow, +4 from Dex, +7. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. 21.
21.
Does he have any penalty for being afraid?
Don't think so.
I forget. He would have a penalty if he is cowering, I think.
Yeah, he has to be cowering.
Hold on. Panicked is... Because I really want this man's to hit right now. A panicked creature must do a bunch of stuff. It takes a -2 penalty on all saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. But nothing about his AC.
Unfortunately,
Unless you might call him...
it does not hit. So you see the lightning come across the bow again and tingle on your fingers as you go. And it flies in front of it and goes and makes him stumble to the side, but he keeps on moving, unfortunately.
That grass is probably very dead, though.
You should do what I
totally
did,
killed the
Just
gas.
start punching things. Just put down the gun and start punching.
That's what Rod
The
had
Nair
to
grenade
do.
has already kind of come to pass in this alternate universe, given the...
Okay.
All right.
I will yell at both of the familiars. Caltrops in front of him.
Okay.
That is literally what the caltrops are for. Beautiful.
Okie dokie. That means that they will move. They have yet to move. So they move on their master's turns. One master's gone. So, all right. if there are no other actions from Willton. No?
Willton!
What?
Any other actions? Move or free?
I'll chase after him, I guess. I'll try to keep him within range. Wait, that makes my move speed a 60, so I would literally be right up next against him.
Okay, you guys got to get down a little bit, so you'd be a little bit behind him, but definitely able to keep up.
Yeah, I just want to keep within a decent distance within him.
Well, within shooting range, that's certain.
Yeah.
So right about here, then?
A little bit closer. I have point-blank shot. Might as well get some use out of it for once.
There.
Gonna need all the bonuses I can add on. Wait, Oh, does a 22 hit, perchance?
What did you miss?
I missed weapon focus for my horn bow.
It unfortunately does not, because he is a boss monster. So.
He's got a little higher AC than the rest of the boys.
All right. Okay, now we'll let the familiars go right now, but in the future they go on their master's turn.
For the record, I assumed my falcon was like on my shoulder as we were moving.
Yeah, she's right there with you.
Okay, so she's going on my initiative.
Okay. So, Kane.
The Caltrops is pretty good.
Okay, this is Egor's turn now?
Da.
Okay. As always, I will go for style points. I will, Is Kellery manning the ballista? Because I don't want to step on your toes, Jason.
No.
Okay.
I've drawn my rapier and just downed a potion.
Okay. Egor will walk over. He runs over to the ballista and he knocks the support out from the back end, so it's pointing up, skyward.
Okay.
And he flicks the ballista bolt out of it, and he gets on top of the ballista, and he says, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Golden Menageries Human Cannonball Show." And he pulls the
trigger. Oh, dear Lord.
All right. So, you guys hear the twong, a loud twong, as everybody kind of just tracks him with their eyes. And they track him, and he goes, and roll to get close to where you're aiming.
A really weird attack roll. I don't even.
You're technically trying to use a siege engine, and you're not really aiming for him. I don't think you're more aiming for his.
Yeah, aiming for the area on top of or immediately adjacent to.
So you're aiming at a square.
Yeah.
Which means it's not very hard to hit a square. You could probably get it.
Even with a -4, I'm fairly confident I can hit, what is it, AC 5 to hit a square?
Yeah. Don't roll a 1. Or I'll know where you end up.
I didn't. I did not roll a 1.
Good. You would have ended up in the drink.
Oh.
Oh, God. That's quite a drop.
And I am just so glad for you that this is a fantasy ballista and not a Roman ballista I've been thinking.
Would not.
Because you would be thinner.
It would have forced me through the ballista islet.
His DR would have gotten him through it. It'd been fine.
Yeah. My shoulders would have taken the bow with me. That's like an 18.
All right, so where were you trying to end up?
Either on top of or immediately next to him. I was hoping I could fly through the air and then wail on him as I went past, pretty much.
If you had gotten his armor class, it probably would have let you get on him. But you did not, so you end up... It kind of ticks right here, and you see him pedal kind of past you as he sees you... And so you're right there is where you land.
Okay. Can I do anything else?
Let me see. You did an attack. You did You didn't you moved to get there. So you moved, you attacked. You haven't raged yet, so...
Yeah, Kane, you haven't used your free action yet.
This is true. So I've moved and I've done a standard. Yeah, I guess he'll slip to a rage then.
All right.
You had flight time to work yourself up.
Yeah. It's just the adrenaline of hurtling through the air.
And you don't do any
idea.
You don't do any
idea. I'm just running towards the giant, like, why can I not hit anything? I just see out of nowhere Egor just flies into its back and just bounces off of it. I just
Superman pose.
Yeah, I just stop running, drop my bow, just turn around like, I quit. I quit.
So you land like that, and instead of going into a rage like you would normally do it from anger and stuff like that, you're just like, did you see that? Did you see that? I did not think that was going to work.
Normally I crash.
This time I crash and get to fight giants.
You are so dead. All right. Now it's Skoros' turn. So now your familiar goes on your turn.
Yes, my animal companion.
Your animal companion.
And before I have
we keep doing that, we always call his bird a familiar.
Oh, like I didn't show up with a dinosaur or a large cat or the standard animal companion fare. I wanted to make Skoros be the spotlight this time and the animal companion be secondary, whereas with Necros and Mama, it was like this. That said, before I do my turn, a quick story I will tell is that when I was making Skoros' character, at first I thought I might want to play as Strix to have a fly speed. I decided not to, because it would be more flavorful to play something that's not from Cheliax, but somehow I've managed to work that fly speed. So what's going to happen is, again, going for the style points, I can't use the ballista. Now I guess I'm a little sad now, but whatever. Skoros is going to just run to the end of the wall and jump off. And then as this is happening, Falcon is going to grab me with the muleback cords and haste. I am medium encumbered, and that means I have a move speed of 100. The giant, being panicked, has, I assume, read about Cha, has dropped his weapon and can take no other actions. So I don't have improved grapple right now. So this normally would provoke, but he can't take any other actions. I'm going to fly here, and then when we get to on top of the giant, I imagine there's probably 5 feet of up when the Falcon lets go, and Skoros is just going to try to tackle him. And mechanically, I'm going to try to grapple him.
Does a panicked creature automatically drop its weapon?
Yes, I will. A panicked creature must drop anything it holds and flee at top size. Well, it probably didn't have its weapon out. Did it have its weapon out?
No, it was carrying a dragon.
Okay, it can't beat me with the dragon, can it? Good.
Well,
that's very
good.
Yeah. Alrighty, so he has no attack of opportunity. I have to redo my math plus... Well, no, I don't. My math is accurate on the character sheet. I just don't add 4 more on top of it. Oh, I know it and I regret it. No, I don't. It was sweet. It was the best thing I've ever done. Plus that. Okay, so would you say I am dropping enough possibly to get a charge off?
Your creature had enough movement to do that, yeah. To take you up a little bit.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm going to, for her, she probably used her standard action to grab me. Mechanically, it's flyby attack. So here goes nothing. Oh. Well, there goes all my suspense. Dang it. 24 over his CMB?
CMB.
D. I wish I could target a CMB.
Ooh, no, he bats you away.
Yeah, I figured he would. Okay, that's moves and standards from everybody. I guess Skoros tries to grab him, he pushes me away, and I'm gonna instead of getting a grab to hold, I grab his wrist and swing to the ground. Okay, and has my Falcon used her standard action to have grabbed me?
She had to pick you up, so yeah.
Okay, so I'll have her resolve adjacent. If I can be adjacent to both Skoros and Egor, That would be sweet. And that will be my turn.
Have her be adjacent to Skoros, or like that?
Like make a triangle, if you would. Like Skoros is here, Egor is here, Falcon needs to be within 5 feet of both of the marshals, just flying overhead.
Oh, okay. Like right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okie dokie. That is done. Kellery, what do your elf legs... Where do your elf legs carry you? What do you do?
Down the wall and book it to get to them.
You have normal movement speed, right? I mean, you're hasted, but your base speed is the same.
Yes, 30.
All right, so you can
now
get
60.
So 60, yeah.
There. You can get right there with Willton, who's kind of throwing his hands up in the air, just like, he's having his own existential crisis. So many people having existential crises in this.
My life is an existential crisis of some cosmic being that is way too bored with itself.
As I get there, I say, pick up the bow and shoot him.
At this rate, I'll shoot Egor.
So?
Shots fired.
I just know that... sorry. It's one of those, I know if this guy gets away, last time he came with a dozen giants. What's he going to come with this time?
A fair question.
Why couldn't I get my caltrops out there?
Because the Zhao wasn't fast enough.
Well, no, because Brasut wasn't letting him go out to fight.
Because Dad wouldn't let me.
He doesn't have to be within reach.
Your helicopter
That's
parenting,
fair.
Brasut.
A little more than that. Like, I also make him clean my clothes and open my doors.
I hardly think it counts as slave labor when it's literally a flick of a finger, so...
I mean... But anyway.
Alright. Kellery, are you where you want to be? Everything done you want to do?
I don't know of anything else I can do at this point.
Okay.
Because I'm basically out of lotions and potions. Wait a second. How close is he?
About... that would be about the 15 feet mark.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to throw a bomb? Because I do have them.
It's possible.
Okay. Let's run the numbers.
Certainly his touch must be relatively hittable.
Okay. So Bab is 7. Then I get the +4 for my dex. And throw anything. I'm sorry, I didn't calculate this out fully because I didn't expect someone to convince our erstwhile friend he wasn't our friend anymore. Okay.
Well, you can roll a 20, and then I can tell you if you even need your bonuses.
It'd be your D20 plus base attack plus dexterity.
Okay, so that'd be plus 11.
It's plus 11? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, you definitely smack it. He kind of turns around to see who's pursuing him, and he's not afraid of them. So he kind of just slows for a second, and then he sees coming at him out of the corner of his eye this vial, and it goes right over his face.
So 1d6 fire damage plus additional damage equal to my int mod, which currently is I think it's only a 5. Let me double check.
And then
No, it's a 6. So d6 plus 6.
Okie
don't
dokie.
suppose you happen to take the precise bombs feat.
No. And
Splash
that's a
damage!
well. Let's see. Always is equal to the bomb's minimum damage. Oh.
Not a good time to have rolled for.
And you get a reflex save. 10, 14. DC 20.
Nice.
Okie dokie. So we need a DC 20 from Skoros and Egor.
Can it be a DC 20? You can't, if you've dipped Alchemist with Investigator, you can't have half your level.
Okay. I'm sorry, and that was based off of 8 Investigator levels. And most investigators don't necessarily get bombs. So it would only be, 17.
Nice. We did it.
Okie. So, for total damage against the giant is what?
Against the giant is 10. Against them, it's going to be 7.
Okie dokie.
Because it's minimum.
You're muted, Kane.
Oh, sorry, the microphone's turned off. I don't even have to make the save. I just eat that with fire resistance.
Does my Falcon need to make the save, Adam?
No, it's not within 5 feet. He doesn't have a bigger splash range.
It's up and yeah, okay, fair enough. Got you. Boom. So Skoros takes what, 3 fire damage?
Yeah, Skoros isn't having a great night for fire.
Yeah, no, there's probably a little bit of like Skoros tenses up a little, I suppose.
Yeah,
probably some very violent cursing.
You keep this up, I'll give you a phobia like I did Gideon.
I'm starting to have more Gideon in my backstory than I had intended. Good. It's come full circle.
The big giant does have to make a fortitude save.
The giant does?
Yeah. Oh yeah, to exhaust him.
Ooh, he did not roll well. Oh yes, for your aura. Okay. I'm
a sweaty boy.
Yeah.
Hang on. No, I passed. It has not been 24 hours. I am fine.
No, you're immune for 24 hours after passing.
Okay.
He is actually not going to do it because he's fatigued. Oh,
buddy.
Oh, he's panicked and fatigued.
Now, there's a weird feeling. You're running for your life at the end of February, and your lungs are starting to burn from breathing in a bunch of cold air, and suddenly it's the beginning of August.
Peering inside his head, it's a lot like that sensation you get when you're in a nightmare and you're running away, but you can't make yourself run fast enough.
You should have got a Falcon companion to carry him everywhere he goes, and have a fly speed, even though you didn't want to have a fly speed.
Yeah, he's got that running in tapioca feeling.
Yeah. All right, Kellery. Anything else, Kellery?
Nope. That ends what I can do.
All right. Boldrago, he is leaving.
Yes, it's very problematic, but it's just gonna fly after him and probably just get in front of him.
You can definitely do that with your fly speed. Ba-doom. So he sees the object of his fear come in front of him, and he's like, and he skits to a halt after getting firebombed to the face and fatigued.
You made big mistake. Big mistake. It's just gonna scary. Like being there.
That's not hard. That's not hard, even when it's not feared. So he is definitely still afraid, and it's his turn, and he's like, oh, what is he gonna do?
He's got a pretty good force to
change direction, probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Has speed.
He also can't charge or run.
Yeah. So I mean, he can't
something.
He can't move double his speed. Well, I mean, he can move double his speed just by sacrificing his standard, but
which he doesn't have. Basically, he has to either double move somewhere on the board, or he has to like drop and cover.
Well, there's space to move. He runs this way.
Okay. That should provoke from Skoros, Egor, and my falcon.
Your falcon's with you guys, but it's 5 feet away from the splash zone, which means it's 5 feet away from him.
Yeah, it needed to be adjacent. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear about that. It has to be adjacent to the bad guy, too. If you would like me to retcon a reflex save for it, I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hang on.
I'll stick it right here.
Oh, DC, adding that. Because basically that falcon is Pogue, Adam. It has to always be within reach to aid another. Damn it, I did it twice. I hate everyone except me. I like me. 17 pounds the falcon takes.
Oh, you made the GC on the dot.
I did. Nice.
Do.
Both of us did. Okay, and then here is the Planchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need everybody's attacks, and I need the end damage, because it's gonna be hard not to hit. Well, no, he's still trying to move away. With everything
he's devoting literally all of his attention to getting away from us, and I imagine that includes dodging.
How does fatigue affect AC?
Yes.
-2 penalty on strength and dexterity. Cannot run or charge. That's it. Doing anything.
So just like a -1.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which one is the attack? Are both of these? They can't both be an attack.
The 26 is an attack. The 17 is a successful save.
Okay.
And why not? Let's have the falcon do a bite. I have no reason to not. We're in range. It provokes. She has combat reflexes. Wow! 26. Man!
All right. You and your falcon, while in sync, he is terrified of Boldrago, and when his foot comes down to give himself balance, it kind of throws throws your footing off, which throws the falcon off, and you guys barely miss him. Well, you miss him, and he keeps going that way to get away.
Misses.
What about Egor?
The 26 misses?
It does.
Dang.
God. It's a good thing I rolled better than that.
This is a boss, dude.
Yeah, this is the boss.
That 26 is harder than my AC, okay?
Yeah.
You're the barbarian. Your AC is not impressive.
6. Hit the full fire damage. Give him a little baby blister.
So what was your result?
The attack roll is 35.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit.
That misses. Kill you.
And the damage is 1d10, which was 6, plus 16, which is 32, plus a single point of fire damage. So 33 overall.
33 overall?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not looking good. He was already damaged before, and he's not looking good now. But that's his move. Let me see. He has to run through here. This is difficult terrain because this hasn't been kept up.
But he can't run because of the fatigue.
He can double move.
He has to leave.
Mechanically, he's double move.
Okay.
Poor choice of words.
It was a choice of words. Okay.
Not necessarily poor.
I was speaking thematically.
In this instance, it was misleading.
Fair.
All right. Brasut, you saw him disappear into the wood. Well, not disappear. I mean, he's a giant. But he ran into the woods. Anyone not in the woods, he has cover.
So we can, like, people on the wall can kind of see him?
Yeah, you can kind of see him. It's not full cover. Pardon me. It's just what's the step down? It's not cut.
It's also dark.
Oh, that's right. It is night. So that's a thing too. So all the human guards are having a hard time pinpointing him in the dark now.
Might not be the worst idea for Brasut to cast light on something and chuck it in the woods.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a bag of caltrops.
Would it be fair enough to say that Kellery had handed over a bag of caltrops to Brasut?
They would have been there by the ballista.
Okay. So I'll grab a bag of caltrops, cast light. I'll give it to Zhao, who is currently at a 60-foot fly speed.
Okay.
Because haste.
And you don't have a picture for Zhao yet.
You're right. I hadn't thought about that because I had expected to just protect him in combat as much as possible.
So that's how it looks right now, people. Tell Levi how bad that is. In the comments.
That's true.
I'll do it eventually. Okay. So, can he do like a flyover of where the giant is because of the obvious noises of breaking trees?
He can spread it over an area. Because each of those spreads, it's like a dose, it's like a bag. So it spreads over, it's been set to spread over a 10-foot by 10-foot square.
So I'll just put it right into his feet, or right in the path of where he's going would be more reasonable.
Okie dokie.
And it is a fast monkey. How far is Mr. Giant from me right now?
About 60 feet. He basically is making us. He's arcing down now, away from everybody.
Okay, he's going that way. So Zhao will fly here, decently above, and drop caltrops.
Okay. So caltrops. Boy,
can he do that as a free action, or does he have to actually spread it?
If you want him to just drop them, it's a free action. If you want him to spread them, you actually have to. He actually has
I see your point. Yeah. Okay. He'll spend the action to spread them there.
Okay. So, Mark, go. I'll let you mark where you want them.
Let's see. Which direction exactly was he running in?
Away. Yeah, away. He was running.
I want them to be directly in his path. Is the point?
This way.
Okay. So yeah. So that. I know it's not exactly to scale, but the idea is he would have to run right through them to continue his path.
Okay. And I will see. Okay.
And they're glowing.
So they're not hard to see. He sees this rain of stars come down and thinks to himself, "Oh no, the black mask is after me. The smiling man is after me." There we go.
That's a fair interpretation.
The smiling man.
Black Butterfly's disciple has come to get you on the other side.
Yeah. Black Butterfly. He's like Wade in the fantasy universe, you know?
Yeah,
really creepy.
He has clothes on most of the time.
Hey, that's just because Wade doesn't get your guys' hang-ups with, I mean,
not having your junk out.
That's fair.
He had like underwear on sometimes.
But not on the ship.
Damn Sarcesians and their weird Sarcesian culture. Leave them in the diaspora where all them large folk belong.
You have 2 more squares, Levi, because it's a 10 by 10. So that's 10 right there. So
I was initially in agreement with the original placement of the other caltrops.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
I was just finishing them out.
Okay.
So.
There you go.
Oh, wait, is that on Zhao now?
It's under him.
He's above it all.
No, I meant did I draw it on his little token thing? Okay, I was just checking.
Okay. So, that is Brasut's turn. You guys see the light come down, and it kind of marks the area where he is. It is now... it is now Wilton's turn. Okay, Willton, what do you want to do?
I mean, I had low light or dark vision, so it's never been that big of a deal for me.
Right.
How far away is he again?
He, from where you guys are, he went about 45 feet. It's within y'all's movement range, for sure.
I need to know for spell purposes.
Oh, for spell purposes, he is about 45 feet. There is some... It's not full concealment, but it might offer you a bit of difficulty to fire into. And movement in there.
What was left standing.
Yeah, with what was left standing. With him freaking out and running.
Hmm. I'm gonna run after. You mentioned some about if we're in the woods, it's not gonna be that big of an issue.
Right. If you guys go in there, he's gonna have trouble hitting you, and you're gonna have trouble hitting him. So instead of everybody having to remember negatives, it's easier just to make everybody back even again.
All right, then I'll just run into the woods a bit. I guess move kind of like 15 or. Well, I can move 20 feet forward, get into the woods just a good bit. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try using my last shocking grass for the day.
Okay, crit it. Now's the time.
I make no promises.
That's a lot of double dice if you crit it.
Whoa!
Oh no, that's not. How did you call that?
Yes. Okay, would you like
magic?
Would you like to use your? I tell you what. I'll tell you what. I tell you what.
Put some shit in
Wait
the
a
code,
second.
Like in there.
Wait a second.
Macro. How did that happen?
I will let you auto crit it to confirm. If I will let you auto confirm if you spend your only hero point.
That's big.
No.
Don't you do that.
20. Yeah, no. So it doesn't auto crit. That's fine.
Oh, fine. I tried to get my player.
So 10d6 points of lightning damage in case he has any form of a DR or resistance against it, plus 2d6, plus 3 for my strength. 42 points of damage.
All right.
There you go.
So let me. You see him. You guys see the frustration as Willton walks in there. He doesn't even try to go fast. He walks in there. He sighs to himself. He pulls back the bow. You see it arcing, and everybody with enough vision can see it start to spark and give off a little light. And you see almost a disinterested look as he goes, phew. And then in slow motion, it's like his eyes just get big and shink. And he's like, I hit him, as it goes and smacks into him for quite a substantial amount of damage. And you see him go do the electric dance.
Who's the little mouse now?
He goes,
watch this giant do the electric slide.
Yeah.
Swift action, spell recall.
Okie dokie. All right.
Just for the note, because that's my last arcane point for the day. Or my last arcane pool point, but,
Okay. Kane?
Yes?
You just saw him marked. The light's there, as well as a nice big spark.
We just see a tracer round fly through the air and hear somebody curse out in Giant as it warbles.
And me just like yelling in like comment, "Who's the little mouse now?" No, I'm yelling in Dwarven. Who's the little mouse now?
Willton seems very, very pleased with himself.
It's been a terrible day for him.
Oh yes, his existential crisis is now over.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. I got a 3 right after that. It's not over. It is not over.
Okay, how can I make this over the top? How can I make this pursuit over the top? Egor hefts his barbell in front of him, and this isn't actually happening, but the fluff. Okay. And he hefts it in front of him onto the ground so it sticks the short end with the handle facing him, and he gets down into like a sprinter's, like he's in the blocks.
Yeah.
And he takes off towards the handle of the barbell, and he grabs it, and he goes past, and it's just dragging through the dirt, and you see him streak into the woods at an 80-foot move speed.
He anime streaks into the woods, dragging it behind him like some kind of gut sword.
Yeah. I mean, comparatively size, yeah, that's kind of how big this barbell is on him, really.
You made mini guts. There you go.
Tiny guts. But with less of the terrible things that happen in that anime.
Less angst. And the terrible things may come. You never know.
I hope not. That's a little extreme even for this channel.
Well, you guys haven't seen me in Homebrew for a while. All right. So 80 feet. You can definitely catch up with him.
Let's charge. I even got a bonus to hit him. Oh! Ooh!
Is Zhao presently providing flanking?
Zhao's up in the air.
Fair enough. Okay. I just see the line and I have to ask.
Okay. Is Zhao presently... I guess he can't attack him right now.
Well, Zhao is above the trees.
Of that.
Zhao is a tiny creature. Zhao would have to land on his shoulder.
No, what I mean is that he's frightened. That even if you were in the range, he couldn't attack him. But Daddy Runemane's not letting Zhao get that in that much danger.
Daddy Runemane.
It's really like Annie.
Zhao yells loudly at the giant as Egor is streaking in for the kill.
This flaming streak goes... And what does he do? How's he swinging?
Mumble.
I got it. It's a lot of math, man.
It's all good.
So it's like bumping along the ground behind him, and it's knocking through roots and digging up molehills, and as he gets up right behind him, it comes into he slows down just enough to get his other hand on it, and he goes for this big upward swing. I'm not sure what I can reach on him, but worst case scenario, it goes right into his nuts. Yeah, that math is correct. 21 and 3 points of fire damage to 24.
So, what was the roll to hit?
16 plus 19.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
35. Yeah, 35.
Right. So, what's the damage again?
24 total.
Total of 24. All right. So what happens is you go, and it does. It lands right in the jewels. Yeah, and oddly enough, I mean, he's a stone giant, but those really didn't feel very rocky. So you hear a squishing, and you see him just go. And he drops. He didn't have anything in his hands, but his hands go down there, and he just kind of goes to his knees. And he kind of just leans forward slowly, and he spends his his villain point to not completely succumb to death.
Or testicular cancer.
That will
More
not
like
be a
testicular
problem.
torsion.
He won't have to worry about anything from them ever again.
And so, Skoros, you see this prone. Well, you can't really see it, but you hear a rather baritone.
That didn't sound baritone.
It's baritone when he does it.
That's fair. Okay, so I imagine it's within charge range. I have a move speed of 60.
His butt is literally as high as your face, but yes, he is within charge range. He's scrunched over.
Can I say something real quick?
What?
Can I just say
Prostate exam.
Yeah. Can I just say that Egor like leans down and he like taps the side of his face? He says, "Now you are a gravel giant."
Good. This pleases me. So, while it is very tempting to treat this stone giant as if it were a cow that was having problems giving birth, I shall not. I will rather, I'm going to I imagine since this is all happening at the same time, Egor takes off, Skoros goes right behind him. Skoros is a little slower. I will, basically, he just goes down and as, he gets hit in the jewels and drops, Skoros is going to go charging as well and just, tag him in the temple. Falcon will charge as well, adding 12. I need the DC 10. She uses the another action and passes by a mile to give me a +2. I kind of wish I would have just let her attack, though. Oh, we can't have fun, I guess. Wham! 37 to hit.
Okay. 37 will hit.
Nice.
And let me see. Yeah, damage.
18 bludgeoning damage.
18. All right, so as he has already spent his villain point, and as he has come to the ground, his head kind of comes up to look behind to see Egor doing that, and he looks behind him, and as he looks behind him, all he sees is this streak of a colorful scarf as you go and slide into the punch. You kind of end up over here as you slide into the punch, and you hear his neck go as you pass by, and he goes to the ground, unmoving.
I imagine there's a little bit of hit the brakes as well. Run, hit him, he goes down. I look, there's suddenly glowy, spiky things, and just kind of full DBZ, dig my heels in.
And as such, ba-doom. Oh, it's covered up by the face. That doesn't look nearly as good on a small token. Okay.
No, it doesn't. It just kind of looks like he took a red Sharpie and blip.
He is
yes,
out.
yes.
All right. So now you have a dead stone giant.
No, gravel giant.
Yes, it's a dead gravel giant. You heard Egor.
And that seems like a good place to stop tonight for this recording. So we will return tomorrow, next time, to see what is the aftermath of this whole exchange, what's going to happen, and if our players get to rest and relax for just a day. Maybe Willton will have some inner reflection time to think about his life and the way he's living it, and how important it is for his electrics to get hit at least once in a game. So there we go. Anybody have anything they want to say before we sign off tonight?
Would you allow it, Adam, as a free action to, as Skoros is running up to charge, can I good game Willton on the shoulder as a free action? Just whoop.
Well, he's 15 feet away from you. So
yeah, then in that case, I'm just running thumbs up. The long distance good game, if you will.
Skoros, I think it is going to rain. There was huge bolt of lightning.
No, that was Willton. And just smiled and like, ta-da, in his direction.
Just dab in his direction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Willton is the one who's dabbing, because after all, is that not what an archer is? Bam!
I am not dabbing.
Oh, you are.
I am not dabbing.
That's why you're missing.
I will continue to miss to not be forced to have the mental image of my character dab.
Just edit the bow out. You're already doing it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, viewers. Thank you, travelers. Remember that all the content that you see on the End of Planar Crossroads was brought to you by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you. And have a great day. God bless. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
This content was made possible by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you.